another Coach Wright Minute. Coach Wright 30 seconds, 60 seconds, however long this video takes. So another topic I want to talk to you guys about today is pull-ups. Pull-ups are hard. They're not easy. They are a very difficult exercise, especially if you're someone who hasn't grown up doing them, especially if you're someone who is not in practice and doing them. They're very hard, they're very difficult. There's no getting around it. I like to say you either do it or you lose it sort of thing. However, if you're somebody who's interested in getting started into doing pull-ups or someone who just wants to improve, I just want to give you a couple things today just to think about in regards to when you're doing your pull-ups. So, first thing to think about when you're doing pull-ups is your grip. Your grip is one of the most important things in regards to the pull-up, if not the most important thing. For your grip, you can grip it generally one or two ways. You can either go with the full grip, which is hand wrapped all the way around the bar with your thumb wrapped around the bar as well, touching your knuckles. Or you can go with the hook grip. The hook grip is the first 4 fingers wrapped around the bar. Your thumb goes above the knuckle, but it doesn't actually wrap around the bar, so you're not making a complete fist. However, whichever grip you do use, make sure that you have a tight, firm grasp on the bar. Without that tight, firm grasp, you're not going to be able to activate the muscles you need to use for this exercise, such as your back and your arms. All right, so next thing we want to talk about, once you have your hands firmly on the bar, is your body placement. So, with your hands, you want your hands outside of shoulder width, not too far wide, not close, just outside of shoulder width here. Your body positioning. You want your head up, eyes up, looking at the bar. Where your eyes go, your body will follow. You want your chest up. Yes, it is very difficult to get your chest way up, but you want to think of your chest pointing up to the sky. Now, in this position here, when you're here, down at the bottom of the movement, chest up, pull up, down, up, and down. So, one of the things you might notice with using the shorter bar is that I can't let my legs hang with this bar, unfortunately, so I do have to pick my knees up. However, the movement doesn't change in regards to my chest being up, my eyes being up. When I pull up during the movement, another thing I want you to pick up on is that I'm focusing on driving my elbows down. Just as if I was doing any back exercise, such as a row, or a better example would be a lat pull down. I'm focused on driving my elbows down to the sides, squeezing my lats, and then when I come down, my lats open up, come back down to the bottom of the movement. So now, let's talk about the path of your body in regards to the movement of a pull-up. One of the things you want to prevent when you're doing a pull-up is your body swinging or swaying. Reason being is this. Yes, it could help you actually get to the top of the movement of a pull-up, but it also makes it harder too, because instead of pulling your body straight up and coming straight down, you're swinging forward, you're trying to pull your body back up at an angle, it can throw you off. A couple things that come into play with this is making sure to keep your chest and eyes up, but also your grip strength as well. If your grips are loose on the bar, it's going to make you more likely to swing. Second part is, if your chest and your eyes aren't looking at the ceiling, because remember, where your eyes are looking, your body will follow. When you're not doing that, it makes you more likely to swing as well. What it should look like with it, here, making sure we have that tight grip, chest up, eyes up, here, and pulling ourselves straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. So, we went over some of the fundamentals of a pull-up. Now, what can you actually do to improve your pull-ups outside of knowing the form and some of the fundamental parts of it? Well, there's a lot of ways you can improve your form with a pull-up and also your strength with it. One of my recommendations would be a myriad of back exercises, especially the lat pull down. Any lat pull down machine simulates the motion of a pull-up. Another thing I would recommend is any sort of assisted pull-up machine. They're very easy to find. They're in most gyms. They usually have a seat with them. They'll have a set of weights on the side of it, and you can take the pen. You can put the pen in any of the weights, and what that does is it adds an amount of assistance to your pull-up, which means is that, let's say if you put it in 100 pounds, it adds 100 pounds worth of assistance. Or you can think of it as it takes away 100 pounds from what you're actually pulling up when doing the pull-up. Another thing you can use is a band here if you don't have a machine. Now, the nice thing about these bands are they will simulate and offer assistance when doing a pull-up. However, please be careful using these. I would recommend having a buddy give you a hand, or just take your time getting into it. These things will whack you in the face and it will hurt. So, strongly recommend having somebody give you a hand with this. So, hopefully you got something out of this video. If you were able to improve your form, add on reps to your pull-ups, or even if you never got one and you're able to get one rep with this video, that's awesome. Hopefully you're able to get something out of this. That'd be great. Leave a like, leave a comment. Any other tips you want to add, any critiques you want to add, hey, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I read all of them, so please do. I noticed that in the past couple of days, at least on Instagram, I got about 50 more followers. That's pretty awesome. Thank you guys for following. There's a lot of fitness pages out there that you guys could follow. I appreciate you taking the time to follow me. That's awesome. So thank you guys for that. Hopefully you guys get something not just from this video, but all the other videos I have. Same thing if you're watching on YouTube. If you like it, subscribe to it. I like to get these out at least once a week. So hey, leave a like, leave a subscribe. Thank you for following. And as always, and I gotta say this, please, please, please get the approval of a medical doctor or physician before any sort of exercise. Make sure you're all good on that end before performing any sort of exercises whatsoever. Don't want anybody to get hurt. But hey, thank you for taking the time to watching this.